Hi everybody, I hope you're well. This is one of the most exciting videos that I have ever made because in today's video I am using for the very first time the new MagBox Pro 42 Octa. I can't wait to use this. So let's crack on. So if you follow my work or you follow my channel, then you'll know how much I love MagMod and their products. I've been using MagMod products for around 5 years now, and one of the highlights of my photography career was when they asked me to be an ambassador for them 2 years ago. MagMod just opens up a whole world of creative opportunities when it comes to off-camera flash. All the photographs that I'm showing on the screen now were taken with various MagMod modifiers, and these shots would not have been possible were it not for MagMod products. So I am so excited to be one of the first people to use the new MagBox Pro 42 Octa. And in today's shoot I am joined by my friend Nina, who you may recognize from this video, and we're going to just do some shots with this and we're going to see how good the light is. So you may remember, if you watched my channel, that 2 years ago I reviewed the MagBox, and I've loved using that ever since. The MagBox is fantastic because it's relatively small but it gives a really good quality of light. So the big question is, why would you make another softbox? Well, the answer to that really is that when it comes to the quality of light, and by quality of light I mean the softness of the light, the larger the light source, the softer the light is. So by definition, the larger the softbox, the softer the light will be, which for portraits is absolutely perfect. And this, as I say, is going to be the first time I use it, and I'm really excited to see just how good the light is out of this softbox. So first thing, we're going to get it out and see what it looks like. So just in case you're not aware of how the MagBox system works, it's a whole ecosystem in itself. I'm just going to go through each of the products in turn that are required in order to use it. And we're going to start with the MagShoe. This is the best attachment that I know of in order to connect either the MagBox or a speed light to a light stand, because when you put a speed light on here it becomes rock solid and you don't have to worry about your speed light falling off. It will also allow you to change the direction of the speed light or the MagBox very easily by just holding down this trigger and moving it back and forth like that. It's absolutely brilliant. This is an all new design. The MagShoe 2 is just a lot stronger, and that's just because of the extra weight and size of the MagBox Pro 42. So that's the MagShoe. Again, even if you just want to use speed lights on their own without the MagBox, the MagShoe is absolutely amazing. So that's just on the light stand like that. Next up, we have the MagRing. Again, you may be familiar with this, but if you're not, the advantage of this will become obvious. This goes onto the MagShoe really easy like this, and then you can place up to 2 speed lights in each of these compartments. I'll show you that now. So this is a Godox AD200, a very popular speed light. Now to use it in the MagRing, we literally do this. It attaches already just with the magnets. It's already pretty solid, but when we close the compartment door, it's rock solid, and that's going to go nowhere. And that is amazing. Now you can see how you can just change the direction of the speed light. We can, if we want, put another speed light in here for double the flash power. I may do that later, we'll see. I'm going to close that for now. So the great thing about the MagRing is that it's exactly the same as the one that came with the first MagBox, so it's still compatible with the new softboxes. Okay, and I must just apologise if you see me doing like this. There are so many midges around and we're just getting bitten to shreds, so apologies for that. What I'm now going to do is get out the MagBox Pro 42 Octa out of the bag, and we're going to put it onto the MagRing. Now MagMod have made one huge upgrade to this softbox. It is amazing. I'm really looking forward to showing you, apart from the size. So the whole thing about MagMod's ecosystem is that their products are small and they're convenient and they're very easy to use. So in the past, softboxes would be very cumbersome and awkward to put up. This is the exact opposite. So you'll see how fast it is just to open this up. Boom, that's done. And this now just drops onto the MagRing like that. And this is the thing that I love the most. If I just move this light stand round, the diffusion panel lives in here, so the whole system is one piece. And already the softbox is up. That's how easy it is to put up. So let's do some shots. So we've now found another location where hopefully we're not going to get bitten as much. I'm just going to go up and now just turn on the AD200. I'm using the Godox X2T trigger. And let's place the speed light a little bit higher. I'm basically going to place the speed light a little bit in front of Nina. Now, a couple of things to say. The main thing, as I mentioned earlier, the main reason you would want to use a large softbox like this is because I'm hoping it's going to give us really good light. Because remember, the larger the light source, the softer the light. And as well as that, the closer the light source, the softer the light. So by having a large light source very close, that's going to give us really beautiful soft light. And that's what I'm looking forward to using here. So let's just give this a test. We're connected. Yes, we are. So first of all, I'm going to turn the trigger off and just take a shot in natural light. So I'm at f1.8, ISO 100, and my shutter speed is at 1/800. So this is just natural light. Stunning. Okay, now let's use the MagBox. I'm going to guess the speed light being on 1/16 power. Because I don't want to use high-speed sync, I'm going to be at 1/200, my shutter speed, ISO 100 at f4. Let's just see what that gives us. Beautiful. Stunning. Really nice, Nina. And actually, just to be looking this way most of the time, Nina, if that's right, just towards the light. Gorgeous. That is beautiful. The light is amazing. I'm going to put it even closer. Stunning, Nina. Let's just even change our aperture to f5. Look at you can see here the quality of light on Nina is absolutely stunning, amazing. And again, let me just reiterate what we're doing here. The MagBox Pro 42 Octa is really close to Nina. The reason for that, the closer the light source, the softer the light. I've also positioned it above Nina, so the bottom of the softbox is just more or less where Nina's chin is, and it's pointing down, because you don't want your light source to be lower and going up, because that will cause horrible shadows. So you always want your light source to be above, especially if you're taking photographs of a bride. So I'll just carry on taking a couple of shots here. I should have mentioned as well, I'm on my Sony 85mm 1.8. Beautiful, Nina. The quality of light is absolutely stunning. It's not your fault. We are getting bitten to shreds. 3, 2, 1. Amazing. You can see it's a beautiful place. Yeah, and that's North Wales over there. Yeah, beautiful place on a lovely night tonight. Okay, so. Beautiful, Nina. I absolutely love the quality of light that we're getting from this. It's stunning. And it's only going to get better as the ambient light goes down. That's good, Nina. Just playing with your hair there. Getting amazing flare here. Now I'm breaking one of my own rules here, which is to include the sun in the frame. But that's just because the light coming in is so cool. And now just lowered my aperture to f7, and to compensate I'm going to put up the speed light power to 1/4. Sorry. I feel so guilty.
Don't be silly.
The light is incredible from this. I know that I'm going to get a lot of questions. Would you use this at a wedding? The answer is yes, because this quality of light is incredible. I wouldn't use this at a wedding, to be honest, if it took longer to put up. But as you saw earlier in the video, it is literally 30 seconds and you're ready to go. And that's the important thing. If this took 2-3 minutes to put up, I really wouldn't bother. But the quality of light is worth it. And the quality of light is coming for the sheer fact the light source is so large. Stunning, Nina. What I'm tempted to do, because the flare is so nice, is change from the Sony 85mm to the Canon 50mm 1.2. The thing I'm going to struggle with is actually using the aperture that I'd like to use, which is wide open. So I'm going to go into high-speed sync. Yeah, we've really struck gold tonight, I think. Yeah, this is hot flare. Right, so I'm now going to shoot this at 5,000 on my shutter speed at f1.4. Now, in the video that I did recently with Lisa, people asked me why I didn't shoot this at 200 shutter speed and just stop down my aperture all the way to, say, f11 or f16. The reason is that for a portrait, I want small depth of field, because that's just more flattering. Plus, if you shoot at a very narrow aperture, such as f11, everything in that shot is going to be in focus, and sometimes we don't want that for a portrait. Portraits, in my opinion, are much nicer when you have a smaller depth of field and you just got that little bit more softness. So that's why I want to shoot wide open, but it does mean that I have to use high-speed sync. So let's just see what we get here, because the flare is so good. Beautiful. Yeah, amazing. Genuinely, when I was going to do this video, I was really excited. I did not expect the shots to look like this. I think it's important to say at this point as well, the reason that I love using the Canon 50mm 1.2 is because of the situation we are in right now, which is that the sun is very low in the sky, and as far as I'm aware, this lens gives you the best flare in these conditions when the sun is low. If you're interested in learning more about this Canon 50mm 1.2, then this video, which I did with my friend Grace, will show you more about it and why I really like it. But I'd say these are the conditions now where the sun is low, where I think it's its absolute best. Can we even afford to get this closer? It's always a question of getting this as close as we can without it being in the frame. And now it's going to just turn up the speed light. What I'm trying to do here is just really push the settings to the extreme to basically underexpose this scene as much as I can, and the flash is now at full power. Okay, we'll stop there. I am so pleased. I'll show you what we've got, Nina.
Oh wow.
The light
does not look like that.
No, the light is amazing. So just before we go to the car and I show you the grid, I just wanted to use this space here, because what we can do here is shoot through these reeds which are being lit up by the sun, and it should give us some really nice foreground bokeh. So I'm just going to position the MagBox so that that's it, perfect. Again, we want the light source to be higher than Nina and pointing down slightly, like this. Perfect. And then I want to shoot through these lit up flowers here. Yeah, that's good. Good, thank you very much. Now we're going to go to the car and we're going to get the grid out. So I've been back to the car, got the grid, so I'm just going to pop this back on now. Again, let's just do that again so you can see the speed. Well, actually, I'll turn this around so you can, this is my favourite bit. This is so clever. Pop you in there. Pop that about there. Put a little bit higher. I think that looks good. Let's just see where we're at. It's just a quick test. Yeah, just need to turn the speed light up. Gone from a quarter power to a half power. Beautiful golden light again, really nice. Now another great feature of the MagBox system, whichever MagBox it is that you have, is that you can put in these gels. These go directly into the MagBox itself. Now I'm going to use this full CTB gel. This is basically a blue gel. Now this is going to make the light that's coming out of the MagBox obviously very blue, which is not going to look great on Nina until we increase the white balance of the... That's in already. until we increase the white balance to make Nina look normal again. But what that's also going to do, because we're going to raise our Kelvin, it's going to make the background even more warm. So the blue is going to make Nina look blue. We're going to counteract that by increasing our Kelvin, and the background by definition is going to go really warm. And now I'm going to just increase my white balance manually from 6,000 to 9,000. Stunning. And just look how warm that background is now. Amazing. Now I'm going to put on the grid. Now the grid in this situation probably isn't going to be that big a deal. However, if we were using the MagBox indoors, this will be amazing, because what this is going to do is limit the spill of the light that is coming out of the MagBox. So if we're in a room with lots of, where we're shooting maybe near a wall or there's other distracting elements, and we want to direct the light so that it's not hitting a wide area, then we'd use the grid. So to put the grid on, literally, oh, let's put it a bit lower because I'm not that tall. Again, everything is magnets. So it's really quick. As I mentioned, we probably don't really need to limit the spill of the light here. If we're indoors though, this would be on probably for me permanently, just to really stop that spill. I imagine it's probably going to take away some of the power as well. So I might end up increasing the flash power. At the minute I'm on a half power, so we'll just see what we get. So let's see what difference that gives us. So you can see that the flash power has gone down quite a lot. So I'm going to go out of high speed sync. I can put my shutter to 200. Last one, just looking at the light, I'm going to come nice and close. Let's go wide open. Let's lower our ISO to 50. Stunning, Nina. Thank you so much. So that, everybody, is the new MagBox Pro 42 Octa. I think it's amazing. The light quality is just absolutely beautiful. The best thing about it, for me anyway, is just the speed that we can put that softbox up and put it down, because ultimately that's what it's going to boil down to. Are you going to use it? And if you want the best light, then that is the softbox, I think, for you. So what I'm going to do now is make a second video in which I use the all-new MagBox Pro 24, which is the same as the MagBox Pro 42, but a little bit smaller. So I'm going to link to that video up here. If you have any questions at all about this video, please do let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Because in today's video I'm going to be using for the very first time the new MagBox 42. Let me just read that name one more time. I'm going to be using for the very first time the new MagBox 42. Right. Pro. Right.
MagBox Pro.
Yeah.
Do we still?
42 Octa. I can't wait to use this. It looks amazing. So let's get it out. That was all. Let's crack on.
Let's get it out. What the back looks amazing.
Right. So let's crack on. Right. Good. Right. I've got it this time. MagBox Pro 42 Octa.
Yeah.
Thank you. And that is the reason that MagBox sake. It is. I think that was all pretty good. I was like, Jesus, no, you're nailing this.